Peace, family. Goddess Rain Truth here. Just wanted to show you a few things regarding some rituals that the ancient Kemetic people and indigenous people practiced. So here we have, this is the sweetgrass, and this is this sage, bundle of sage and sweetgrass. And what this was used for is to ward off evil spirits, purify the space, just connect you with your ancestors, just bring you back to a space of peace, protection, power, and all things that sometimes we lose throughout the day when we deal with worldly things, when we deal with negative people, negative energies, work, the stress from just, taking care of a household, a lot of different things that we don't even realize we consume every day. So, what I'm going to show you is how you can incorporate this into your daily life. These are considered sacred herbs, and once again, many herbs were used by the indigenous people in like the purification rites and with healing ceremonies. And sage is often bundled and used as a smudge stick. We used this in Sacred Woman, which was a ritualistic ceremony that I went through under Queen Afua. And the sweetgrass, it can be braided and stored. You can store this with your clothing. You can put it in your car. You can take it to work and leave it at your desk or in your drawer. And it gives off a very fragrant, aromatic fragrance, which really, you can also light this, but it's usually used just for the aromatic purposes. Once again, it's used to ward off evil spirits and enemies and protect against lightning. And so right now I'm going to show you how to light the sage. As you can see, I have used this quite a bit, especially over the past couple months. As you all know, sometimes when we elevate higher, a lot of things come at us, and sometimes it's hard to just deal with it alone. So sometimes we have to call on our ancestors and go back to different practices that our people had before we came to this country. And so what I'm going to do is show you how to light the sage. Sometimes I have to light it more than once because I may not get a good flame, but usually it catches and it lights pretty good. So I'll just light it up, and then what I do is I just let it fill up the room and the house. And I love it because it gets into my clothing, and it's just a beautiful fragrance. You can do it at night. You can do it in the morning. You can do it throughout the day. If you're just having a rough day, you just want to sit, you want to just light it, you can absolutely do that. And what I have learned is that when we lose loved ones and they go into the spirit world, even though we physically cannot see them or touch them, they are one within us, and they become somewhat like smoke. So what I find with the smoke from the sage is that it captures something so deep inside of me that it does actually make me feel as if I am with my ancestors. And I feel like the energy I put into the sage when I light it is being transferred and channeled to my ancestors, so that any messages that I may have, I can transfer it into the sage. And as I light it, the smoke will carry it to them. So once again, if you're starting a new business or if you're moving into a new place, just go get some sage and light it, and just go to each different room and just, speak words over it: peace, protection, power, renewed, cleansing, change, open, love, determination, different things that you want to invoke and have in your life. So once again, I keep it on the top of my bed. I light it before I go to sleep every night, and sometimes in the morning. And I love cooking with sage. The fragrance, even in food, just, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful herb. And what we all know is that when you're cleansing, it can't just be external. It definitely has to be internal as well for that balance to be in sync. So